Last time on Design Squad, the competition heated up when the teams had to build
An automatic pancake machine that will work in a touch of a button.
Red team simmered too long over a design and just couldn't stack up. Blue team served up a victory and kept Natasha in the lead for the college scholarship for the 4th straight week.
We were really happy after finishing our pancake maker just because it was such a hard challenge.
It was really strenuous at the last minute.
And I think we're all just looking forward to a new challenge, and we're glad that the pancake challenge is done.
Major funding for Design Squad is provided by the National Science Foundation, where discoveries begin.
Intel proudly supports PBS Kids because thrilling leaps of innovation often begin with a small stretch of the imagination.
Additional funding is provided by Tyco Electronics, the National Council of Examiners for Engineering and Surveying, the Harold and Esther Edgerton Family Foundation, the American Society of Civil Engineers, and the IEEE.
We've got 2 days to get this straight. Got a challenge, just won't wait. Our eyes are on the prize. 2 engineers just set the date. Got this client, can't be late. Oh no, it's go time. Build it, test, fix it. Debug, nail and kick it. Gotta get it off the ground. Stick around and you'll see what teamwork's supposed to mean. It's so key. Design Squad. Design Squad.
You know what this pool could really use?
What?
A water slide.
Like today's client, that's exactly what they need. Come check it out, Design Squads.
Gather round.
Hi, I'm Isaiah.
I'm Yvonne. And
that's our brother, Tamal. This is where we spend the summer, our neighborhood YMCA pool. It's our home away from home.
We have so much fun here. Our mom has the hardest time trying to get us out. We didn't think it would get any better until...
We're done!
Now there's just one little problem.
I'm stuck! I'm stuck!
It can get dry, and you can get stuck.
And that can seriously cut into your sliding fun.
And that's where you come in, Design Squads. Here's your challenge.
We want you to build us a human-powered water system that will keep our slide wet.
Here are the specs. It's an 11-foot-high spiral slide. You can attach anything to the slide as long as it doesn't get damaged.
It has to provide a steady stream of water to keep the slide wet and slippery.
The best system will be installed right here at our pool. Ow!
Get left, Design Squad! Now the slide's pretty tall, it's 11 feet, so we've created a full-scale mock-up to the exact dimensions for you guys to use. Both teams will get $100 to shop at Home Depot. That's where you can buy anything you want, in addition to using whatever you find in the shop. All right, now get brainstorming. You're blocking our rays.
Water slide.
Water slide. Oh. Water pumps. Water pumps. So pump. Pump is the key word.
It doesn't have to be a large amount of water. We just have to make it wet so they slide.
Right. That kind of water well type hand pump might also work out pretty well. We have air pumps.
I don't want them to get them.
We gotta figure out where it lets air in.
Let's think about how it works. So it draws water in.
Traps it, and then forces it out another place.
The inlet's blocked. And then this one opens.
I was kind of thinking about something along those lines.
One-way valves.
Yeah.
Okay, same plunger idea. With a one-way valve there, letting water in, and one-way valve there, letting water out.
Tom's right. Blue team can use 2 one-way valves, or check valves, to make a pump. And here's how. A swing check valve has a hinged disc. Water flowing in one direction swings the disc open. Water flowing in the opposite direction pushes the disc closed, stopping or checking the flow of water. So when the piston pulls up, the inlet check valve lets water in. And when the piston pushes down, the outlet check valve lets water out.
Pretty simple. I think it'll work.
Water wheel? Yeah.
We run 2 very tense ropes around. And then on those ropes we connect the water holders every so often.
So buckets, basically.
The only thing I'm worried about with that is it has to be a constant flow of water.
If we put
We
the
can always separate
holders
these.
really close together, then it's almost a constant flow.
It's gonna be way too cumbersome, like this huge thing next to the slide. Like, we settled on it so quick, and I'm afraid that we're not thinking enough outside the box. Like, we're not thinking about other ways that.
Maybe we settled it on it quick because it's the best idea that'll work. Get us most water.
Now we're thinking the client wants fun, and if another person has to pump for him, you know, that person is not having fun. Instead of having a handle, it's like a seat, and then it squirts all the water out using the weight of the kid.
Why don't we make it a seesaw?
Something like this, one on either side.
Oh, I got it.
We'll make 2 of these.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Game over.
Game over for red team.
Hey, I love that. That was the best idea.
Really?
Everything is going extremely easy right now, which is scaring me, actually. We brainstormed really quickly, came up with an idea that was simple, which is weird. I've never come up with an idea so fast that was so simple.
I'm pumped.
On a team with 2 guys and 2 girls, the 2 guys will automatically like power out the girls' ideas because they're like, what do you know about this? And then the 2 guys will have 2 separate ideas and then go head to head forever about which one they're gonna use. But the 3 guys that all agree on one thing, we have a really powerful team.
Okay, so this is
Speaking of pumps.
Like, guys, I just came up with this new idea, and it uses sponges instead of our other material. We create this like line of sponges, right? And there's this roller squeezer majig, and as it squeezes the sponges, we just empty it out into the reservoir.
I think that's a lot simpler than the water wheel.
It's like a water wheel.
It's like a water wheel.
It's like a water wheel with sponges. Only thing we need to think about is how to attach the actual sponges to the ropes.
We can like sew in.
Oh, that's
like
good.
one-
Yeah, we can sew them on.
So for this shopping list,
Sponges.
So many sponges. Like car wash sponges.
What we're gonna need is big PVC, 2 one-way valves, rubber plunger here.
This is a check valve right here.
What's so fancy about this?
It only lets the water go in one direction.
So we'll need 4 of these because we're doing 2 sets of water pumps. What else do we have?
Plunger?
Yeah, plunger. Mine fits. Yeah, they work for all of them. The stick is way too short.
We could even get broom handles that would do the same.
We should probably get to work. Maybe in a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Okay. If it comes up first, then it never hits anything on its way up.
Okay.
Which will keep more of the water intact.
There you go.
That's why I was having it come up through.
giant bone sponge. So like 1.5 of these is a foot. We need 30 feet of sponging, so we have to get 45 sponges.
For 99 cents.
Hey guys. We bought 45 sponges.
Ow.
I can't believe you stuck this to your butt.
We decided to test it in 4-inch PVC.
Cool.
And it fits like
A glove?
yeah.
What we did while you're gone, we made our handles. We're assembling our base.
It looks kind of wobbly. What are you gonna do to reinforce it?
We're gonna attach these 2 pieces with a piece of wire so that when a force is exerted this way on the entire structure, these 2 pieces of wood will want to separate, but the wire can take up all of the tension.
Okay.
We're also gonna put pieces of wood between here and here so that it doesn't wobble as much.
Have you figured out how high you're gonna make that?
We'd have to have the maximum height of the pump when it's out be at least this high.
So what have you guys been doing?
We've been talking about mounting it all day. It's just really a challenge to mount the thing. You don't think it is, but that's because you haven't thought about it. See, right here, you want it to be over the middle. Even if you have it from back here, it's gonna run across the slide, which means there's pretty much no water left.
The problem was that it was hitting the slide, right?
That's one of the problems, yeah.
Okay,
So to fix that problem, what we do is we take a pipe like this, and the sponges will go along this as they're going down instead of going up and down the slide.
All right, but you've just moved the problem out 2 or 3 feet.
No.
The water's still gonna come off when it hits something. Every time the sponge hits
Gently
something.
glides against is very different than hits.
No, but there's gonna be tension on the rope. Someone's pulling this rope.
We know.
I know. Well, why don't you actually test that idea? Because if you just pull it.
Okay. Did you
next
guys
to
test it?
Yeah.
All right, so that's one of the problems. What's the other problem, Kim?
They're gonna be heavy. It's gonna be too hard to pull. You don't want it to be too hard to pull.
The rolling gently across the tube has no impact.
Rolling gently.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
First, it's not going to be pulling like this. You don't need to.
It's not gonna lose all of its water, but it is gonna lose some of its water. And we wanna try to have it not lose as
Well,
much
as long
water.
as there's enough water left in the sponge, that's all that matters, right?
But I guess we should all just work on making a pump first.
It's not airtight, I'll tell you that.
That's kind of lousy.
Instead of just using this with the piece attached, you attach the top of the PVC cap that we said would fit inside the 4-inch tube already.
How's that? Slides through.
We need the intake to be up towards the top of this, and we need the outtake.
Wrong.
No, I'm wrong.
Both at the bottom.
Well, at the bottom, because think about it, ready? The only reason
The
it's
maximum
intake
pressure.
is because it's trying to like suck up the air that's
Yeah,
like being
never mind,
displaced. So if it's
I'm
at the top,
foolish.
then it's just not.
Yeah.
meant to.
I still don't understand the whole hitting the slide issue. And I don't understand why we can't do that.
If you are gonna do it, then by all means do it. But I wanted it so that when the sponges got up there, they had full water still in them, as much as we could possibly keep.
All right, let's try something. Let's try something. Pretend that's the piece of wood. As it comes up, it's gonna hit this at an angle. How much water in there?
A lot of
That's
water.
still plenty of water. So I don't see what the problem is.
We're almost done with the day, so let's just like pick a design that's like simple and easy to build. We know we can finish it tomorrow and like just go with it.
Do we have the rollers designed? Where they're going to be attached?
What do you mean? Like for this design or for your design or?
No, for a design. Do we know where the rollers are being attached?
It depends.
It depends on the design. We haven't picked one.
Like for yours,
You're shaking your head no.
No,
Why?
we don't. We don't have the
have
rollers
no
designed
design?
for any of these.
So
originally,
how about this? This is a top view, and then here's the slide, right? So we attach a strip of wood here, strip of wood here, and then we put 2 pieces of wood like this. And we use those pieces of wood, and we drill holes through them, and we just put the rollers right there. The sponge loop comes up, goes through the rollers, and then just comes back down.
But then it's the same problem. It's gonna run over the wood. It's gonna be making an angle.
It's gonna make an angle anyway. There's no way we cannot make an angle with this.
I know, but it's
No, explain.
no, because you don't listen. I've already explained it to you like 4 times. And I explained my whole idea, and you didn't listen to a word of it. And I'm frustrated because Natasha and I've been thinking about it all day.
I'm afraid that this is gonna get in the way of the kids though.
Yeah.
What if they like bump their head or something?
You can't really mount right there because it's just a plastic thing, and if you mount it right there, it'll hit the kids' heads.
We have a half an hour today. What can we get done today? The
think we should do
sponges,
a
they
tap.
need to be sewed.
We need 2 people on this structure, and we need 2 people
To
that work on
sew
the
the
on the rope.
sponges.
Structure.
I'll do the sponge.
I can sew. Do you want to work on the structure? Okay.
I feel like Team Red did not do well today. There is no team chemistry. We're not working together at all. I was hoping that some of the design would be done when I got back from the shop, but I'm not sure what happened. It seemed like they argued most of the day and were unable to really get anything done.
Time's up, design squads. That's it for day 1.
Alright, so guys, I was thinking about the sponges last night. What if we doubled it up and sewed it as if it's a pocket, and it can still get soaked up on the sides?
We're gonna make them in smaller sections and then just sew it all together later.
It can't be closed here though.
Why? We can always cut that.
So why don't we just cut it now?
Because you don't need to cut it now until we're done.
I'm like afraid to like pull on these things though, like just to test them. I don't want to be the
No,
first
go ahead,
one to
pull
break
it. No, break it. Try to break it.
If I do break it, are you gonna kill me?
Nope. I'm gonna be glad that we found out it breaks before we actually used it.
It sucks in air here and then it blows it out the other way.
Yes!
We should go out to the pool.
Got it. That's so violent. Be careful. Yeah, it's just a lot of air.
Or spot.
I feel like the epoxy's like breaking down. When I put my hand on it, it comes out like sticky.
Back to the shop.
No, listen. We're gonna sew the sponges in by hand and then use the sewing machine for this. The sewing machine can't go through the sponge because it's too fat. I can do it, Kim.
What?
I know you can. I'm not saying you can't, but I don't think you can do it in the time we have.
Yeah, right here. I can. I'll make it happen.
No, but you're seriously underestimating how much we actually have to do.
Nice.
All right, do it. I'm not gonna fight you
If you
anymore.
really don't want to.
No, just do it. Doesn't matter. I'm tired of fighting about it. Let's just get this done.
We can almost test this, guys.
You ready?
Ah. It works.
So you got it tested already?
Yeah, we did have a couple of good streams, but we still had a lot of burping. Like
Burping?
it would just like make horrendous noises.
I think the technical term for that is blow-by. And here's why. It takes pressure to pump water up to a higher level. And the higher the slide, the greater the pressure is needed for water to reach the top. So when Blue Team tried to pump water to the top of the slide, the plunger seal buckled under the pressure and the water leaked or blew by the seal, creating a gurgling sound.
I was just thinking maybe sandwiching it.
That's an excellent idea. All you need is to take a piece of material. Traditionally, leather is used, so you could use any fairly porous material, even felt. Didn't you guys have some felt left over?
Yeah, from the dress design.
Just take two pieces of wood that are cut in a circle, kind of like this, and then in between them, you sandwich a piece of felt. And then you can make a bolt, go through it, put a nut on each end, and tighten those two ends together.
I'll just cut a circle out of this. Is that circle? Let's see if it fits in there. And yeah, good seal. Petroleum jelly, good for the skin and good for your pumps. It just doesn't allow water to pass through the felt so easily.
We are gonna make longer strips.
Longer than this.
Yeah, that's wicked short.
You told me to cut it that way.
No, I didn't. I said to cut it wicked long.
I did, and I folded it, and you said that's great, and I cut it, and it turned out to be like this. You want it longer than this? I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we decided each sponge needs 1 foot, right? And that's how we did it on that one. A foot each sponge. So every 1 foot, you're gonna do a seam.
These pieces of wood are going to be attached right here. And then the rollers, these are the actual mounts for the rollers. They're going to be drilled so it won't wobble any direction, hopefully, if I do it correctly. See, test.
Yep. It worked.
Guys, these work.
They work?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I wanna see it. Can we do it again? Sweet. That's awesome. You did a really good job, you guys. I like it.
I think that my team really did well today because we realized how little we accomplished yesterday and how much we were fighting and how much frustration there was.
Okay.
We each individually decided that we should work as a team and try and get everything done.
thing looks incredibly stable.
Pretty sturdy.
All right, now let's talk about the pumping part. We have about an hour and a half. Where are we gonna put this thing?
Right there would be perfect.
Rock and roll.
I'm able to drill through the seesaws.
So we're gonna need probably a 2x8 out here, like so.
Move the chair, sir.
Are you guys about ready to mount that on this?
Yeah, we're ready when you are.
Let's slide. Should we take this outside for a test before we put the seesaw on? Get that. I can get it. Okay. I can get it. Give yourself a drag. Okay. Where is it?
Great.
Okay.
Ready?
No.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not. I'll see you step.
You go
Ready?
down.
Okay, go.
You go down first.
That's a heck of a pump.
So much water! I haven't felt this excited since day one of the drag race. I mean, I just love this feeling when it works, yes.
I was watching the Blue Team's machine, and it's very cool. The only thing I'm worried about with their machine is the appeal of having a seesaw when it's really hot out.
We're gonna wet these sponges and then we're gonna pass it up to Noah, who's gonna feed it through the rollers.
I think our design is really cool because the person doing it can be in the pool and cooling off at the same time. So I think we have a pretty good chance of winning tomorrow.
The only thing I'm kind of worried about is if our actual sponge ring is too heavy for the kids to pull. That would be the only downfall. And if that happens, you're gonna just yank some sponges out. Look at how much water spurts out each time. It's definitely working.
I'm soaked. And this thing is getting soaked too. It's actually working really well.
We just need to finish the loop and put more sponges in.
It's gonna be fun to be under that thing because you get soaked.
Some of the sponges, they need to be reinforced. Like, they need a lot of stitches, actually, because they're under a lot of tension.
It's a little wet still. We're just gonna get this finished.
We have 10 more to do over here. And then the entire loop is done. Can't wait to go to the pool.
Hi, Design Squad.
Hey guys!
You guys ready to see the water systems? All right, let's go do it.
All right. This is our water system, and it's basically a water wheel with sponges. At the very top, the sponges act like a waterfall, hitting the person on the slide as well as the slide itself, wetting it and having a fun slide down.
Having fun?
Oh yeah, so fun.
It's actually working really well.
It's kind of hard to pull because the sponges are so heavy.
It was cool.
It was so fast. It's ridiculously fast.
Blue team, you guys are all set up and ready to go?
Tom, why don't you give the clients the rundown?
So what we did was we made 2 pumps and then put it on a seesaw for some fun factor. Each pump is a piece of PVC with 2 one-way valves at the bottom. Sucks in water from the pool from this end, and then shoots it 11 feet in the air to the top of the slide. It's fun for the whole family.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than pumping by hand. You might need a seatbelt.
Which system would you guys rather use all summer long?
I thought the sponge system was pretty cool, but it was kind of hard to pull due to the weight of the sponges once they got wet.
What did you guys think of the teeter-totter design that the blue team built?
That was really fun. I mean, it was creative.
Also, I liked how the water came down. It was enough to actually wet the whole slide.
All right, teams. Ivani and Isaiah have made their decision. You guys want to tell them what it is?
Well, we really like the sponges.
But the whole object of the thing was to make a steady stream of water that makes the blue teams the winners.
Backwards 5.
Congratulations, blue team. 100 points to every member of your team.
We would like to present host solution number 1.
And host solution number 2.
Now, using these high-pressure syringes we built, we can take water from the pool and shoot it all the way to the top of the flood.
It was a washout for Red Team, but that didn't dampen Natasha's lead as she stretches her winning streak for the 5th straight week.
All right, Deanne, here's a new challenge. Describe the Design Squad website in 10 seconds. Go.
There are games, photos, new challenges, videos, quizzes, scoring updates.
Time's up.
Ugh, just go to pbskidsgo.org.
Major funding for Design Squad is provided by the National Science Foundation, where discoveries begin.
Intel proudly supports PBS Kids, investing in the young minds of today, inspiring the scientists and engineers of tomorrow.
Additional funding is provided by Tyco Electronics, the National Council of Examiners for Engineering and Surveying, the Harold and Esther Edgerton Family Foundation, the American Society of Civil Engineers, and the IEEE.